Greetings, greetings. It's Patrick here. The Midnight Society is in the house. Uh, a little shorthanded today, but that's okay. We'll battle through. We'll battle through. Yeah, I did not know I was piloting the ship till about 3.5 hours ago. So I had to come up with something out of my hat. And when you're in a position like that, there's only one thing that you can count on, and that is red bins, baby. Red bins. Always to save the day. Um, so if your co-host is sick or on vacation or changing a tire or having anniversary dinner or birthday. Oh, birthday. Happy birthday, Casey. You know what to do when you're short. You grab a red bin and everything goes away. Uh, so we will be talking about our original topic was supposed to be undiscovered gems, but I thought, well, you know what? I do got undiscovered gems, and I got them in the red bin. So I'm gonna go through the red bin. I did this before, and turned out it was quite popular. Who knew, right? Everybody wants to see what everybody else's has, but we're gonna do this a little differently because I want you guys to think about what I'm going to talk about today, which is how many movies do you have on your backlog or watch pile? Or in some cases, if you're a streamer only, your DVR. But how many physical copies of movies do you have in your collection that have not been watched yet? That's the question for today. There's JT. Hello, JT. Hope you're spending quality time with the fam tonight. Of course, holiday season being what it is. Mark the Shark in the house. Much love and aloha to you as well. Tiffany Johnson. Greetings, greetings. Um, there's a lot of sharks in the chat today. A lot of sharks. Um, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to talk about watch piles. When is too much too much? Who knows, right? We'll talk about a bunch of other things that come across my mind as they go through my head. But for now, kick back, relax, grab yourself some coffee or Dr. Pepper or whatnot, and enjoy the Midnight Society because we're coming at you. Now, this lets you know that is not an outdated theme. The bat will be back. The bat definitely will be back. In fact, he will be back with us on the 15th. We got the bat back to back. He'll be back with us on the 15th of January as he and I will be covering Martyrs. And then he'll be joining me on the 16th of January as we are co-hosting a special edition of Eight Questions with screenwriter, actress, producer Deborah Sullivan from Skeleton Crew, who also starred in the movies Secret Santa, and also actually I found this out from our good friend Kevin in the house here. That she also contributed to the story of for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. So we will talk to her about that. Some of you may know her as she's also married to film director Adam Marcus. But we will be talking about her exclusively because she's got a hell of a career all in her own right. As you know, oh hey, Anthony in the house. How you doing? How many subs do you have now, Anthony? Hello, R dude. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. See, Mark the Shark says he has hundreds of not open DVDs. That's what we're talking about. That's what I love it. I love it. You got to take a picture of that, Mark. Take a picture, or maybe do a short video. Put it in the short in the reel. That would be fun. Happy New Year to you as well. Yes, I am riding solo tonight. Well, sort of solo. I got the cheetah, but he's underneath his covers. He might come out later. He might. We will see. We will see. But for tonight, we are talking about watch piles. Um, we're doing fine. Doing fine. So watch. It's like Kevin mentioned he has hundreds. I think a lot of people have a lot of backlog. Um, it's funny because every time I come in from the library, I always got like anywhere between 4 to 10 movies, and I can't watch all of them all the time. In fact, I could be doing a movie a day, and I probably will try to do that if when I can, definitely. I was going over my top 10 and bottom 10, and I realized I had not really watched a whole lot of films in comparison to a lot of other people. Um, I think I only watched maybe like 125. And that sounds like a lot on paper. If you think about it, you go like, man, 125 movies, that's a lot. Um, but in actuality, it's not. That's not even a movie a week, maybe 2 movies a week. Um, and that's not very much for a film reviewer or a horror channel or a movie channel or whatnot. Um, so this year, I definitely gonna be trying to watch a little bit more, and I'm gonna be trying to watch a little bit more of my back category, my back catalog, movies that are in the red bin and whatnot. Um, I'll be trying to get into that a lot more. Uh, it's crazy. It is crazy when you go hunting, and it doesn't help that when you go hunting at the library that they've lowered their prices from $1 per movie to 25 cents per movie to a dime per movie. You could get yourself in a lot of trouble as far as backlog goes when you're seeing sales like that. I mean, it's just how it happens. You walk in there and these are just movies I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about the TV series. I haven't even mentioned that. Um, but I do watch my TV series a little differently. I tend to wait until I have the complete series before I binge watch. Um, so there's a lot of series that I have that I'm a little bit short of, maybe 1 or 2 seasons short of. But when I get there, I know I'm going to be wanting to watch it. I think sometimes, I think sometimes I deliberately don't get that last season that I need. Yeah, you got 4 seasons of Person of Interest. Go ahead and get the fifth season. I think there's a reason why I don't do that, and that is I'm already so far behind with movies. I think I just want to find it organically. So like because if once I get it all together, like when you especially when you get a TV series or a movie series, you really want to see a lot, right? You want to see the like the Saul series or the Phantasm series or whatnot. And you just want to binge watch it, um, especially when you get it all together. If you're short a movie, you tend probably not to watch the rest of the movies quite as often because you're a little bit short. Like, gosh, I'd like to watch it, but then I'm going to watch the end of the fourth movie. I don't have the fifth or the sixth movie. Eh. Um, I think a lot of collectors, if I'm not mistaken, I think they like to get the whole series in front of them, then they can do a proper bin watch. So I don't know. I don't know. That's something we could talk about as well. Viewing habits are always different, and they always are interesting to me as far as that goes. Um, I always like to see how people watch their movies and what they watch and in the order that they watch them in. All right. As I mentioned earlier before, today is our good friend Casey's birthday. Happy birthday, Casey. We also found out who was the horror tuber of the month for January by a very close 13-9 score. Echo Zero edged out our good friend Wes the Ice Lord. So he is the horror tuber of the month. He already put his new people out to be nominated. He rolled over Wes. Echo rolled over Wes the Ice Lord, so he's back up. He also put up Little Miss Freak Show, and he added two new faces to the mix. Professor Macabro is on the list. Great channel, really great channel, great guy, great collection. He's on the list, and then a new face to our community, Stevie Loves Horror, who is from San Francisco, not too far away from my old stopping grounds in San Jose, and he is also in the mix as well for Horror Tuber of the Month for February. So you can go vote on Echo Zero's channel. Um, you just go over to his comment section where he mentions the Horror Tuber of the Month. In fact, I can go get it. I'll drop it down in the chat, and then you guys can go check it out. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so here we go. I'll be dropping this down right here, and you can go over there and vote for whoever you want to. Hey, Wicked Awesome Lifestyles, Happy New Year! Happy New Year! So this is the list right here. This. You can go over to Echo Zero's channel, and you can go ahead and vote for one of four people. Oh, thank you so much. Um, yeah, I'm glad you're here. I wish you could stay. Yeah, I wish you could stay. Um, well, it's interesting. Our friend, the Dutch film buff, just walked in, and that actually has me thinking. There's something I want to comment about, and I'm going to do that as soon as I find what I need to find. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Boy. Yes. So there's a channel that I follow on Instagram. It is from Finland. It's the Never Ending Film Festival. So they live in Finland, and they went ahead and they put out their best of 2022 and the worst of 2022. And I went over there and I watched their list. Now, like I said, I posted this in there. I said it was an interesting list, pretty interesting. Um, and I said, well, minus one movie, I think you would have a pretty good list. I think I told him, I said, I think some of the movies you listed, I think were drawn for reactions more so than that's how you really feel about it. It felt a little disingenuous, really what I was trying to say. But they said, and they came back and they said, no, no, this is how we see it. And they're commenting on how bad the film industry in Finland is. And that's where they're from. They're from Finland. And I was watching that, and I just started thinking about some of the people I've talked to from Norway and what have you, um, and from the Europe. And I was a little bit. I was, we talked to we talked to Danish directors, we talked to Belgian directors, Dutch directors, and what really got me was I was thinking about this, like he says the film industry is really bad, and I'm going like, well, they were talking about hatching, and they said they didn't like it too much. The only positive thing they could say about it was a genre movie in Finland, and you don't see that very often. Um, but I was just thinking to myself, going like, wow, I think this is the case of shooting yourself in the foot. And the fact that I think when your film industry is not that big, it's not that big. You're not making a lot of movies. I just felt like, hey, why are you trashing it so bad? Um, I would be celebrating every time a movie would come out. It might not be my cup of tea as far as genre goes, but if your country is only putting out maybe 25 movies a year, I mean, could be more, could be less. Hey, bud, how are you? Hi, Pete. Um, I think when your country is only putting out a handful of movies every year, even though you might not like the genre of the movies, I'm not saying to, again, I'm not saying be disingenuous about it, but it's like if you if you don't like it, maybe not crush it, maybe try to maintain a neutral review as best you can. Like, I like the movie, it was well made. It's not my cup of tea. It may be your cup of tea, but it's not ours. So I just thought that them crushing Finland movies all suck. I just thought how destructive that statement was. And that statement gets more destructive every time someone follows their Instagram and they read that, and then they take on that negative attitude as well. I just think in myself, going like, wow, I would try to celebrate every movie that's made it's in Finland or Denmark or Norway, because you don't have that big of an industry. Um, and I'm not saying to sit there and say every movie is pie in the sky. I mean, you're definitely allowed to have a dissension. I'm not saying, like, if you don't like it, you can say you don't like it, but maybe be a little bit more neutral about it, because you just don't get that many coming out. And so I was a little intrigued by that how they reacted to it. I think sometimes as moviegoers, I think sometimes we get a little bit we take things for granted a little bit when we come down to watching films. Uh, hey, Katie, how are you? Um, I think that we all expect everything to be always good all the time, and I think we have the attitude, well, we hate this movie, bring us the next movie. And I don't know. I guess we can get away with that here in the States because there's so many damn movies coming out. But over in Europe, when they don't have a lot of movies coming out outside of France and England, I would just try to be just a wee bit more neutral about your review. Just try to, and again, you celebrated the fact that the movie was Hatching was a genre movie that you don't really relatively see in Finland. I would cause that to be a celebration. I wouldn't put it down as one of your worst films of the year. Um, why do that? Why do that? Why poison the water when you don't have a lake you're poisoning? You only got like a sink full of water to poison. It doesn't take much to do it. Your words are doing a lot of damage because in such a small country. Um, I guess that's the whole point. All right. So I'm ranting on my soapbox. Uh, See how long it takes for everybody to tell me to shut up. Move on. So tonight we're going to be talking about the red bin. The red bin is part of my watch pile. So these are movies that I have gotten picked up from everywhere. Some from Dollar Tree, many from the library. A lot of them are coming from Family Video. Rest in peace. A lot of these movies I got for as little as $1, two for $5, a little bit more like that. They're all over the place as far as what's inside. Some movies, I mean, these are not all just horror movies. Um, yeah, some of these are dramas, some of these are comedies. A lot of them are sort of relatively new that I have not watched. I got them when they're relatively new, but I have not watched them yet. So when you see them, you go like, didn't that just come out a couple years ago? Yes, it did, and it just got put in the pile. Um, yeah. So I will go over a few of these bins. Um, so I will go ahead and start now. So if you guys are into the red bins, we will start. So these are some of the movies I'm going to try to watch during this year. I'm going to probably take out like the bin, one of these bins. I'm going to take it downstairs and watch the whole damn thing. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to watch everything in the bin, no matter what it is. I'm going to watch it. So the first thing I got is from the Dollar Tree. I can tell you that already. It's a documentary called The Color Orange. This is about the first African American player to play quarterback at Tennessee. And you can see it's unopened. I'll point that out as well. Okay. The next up here, I have a flipper. I have Cabaret. Which starred Liza Minnelli and Michael York. Let's see. And next up is a movie called The Challenge. I think this is based off a comic book because I'm looking at the back of it and it says Dark Horse. Uh, Dark Horse Indie. So I think this is based off a comic book. So this is also from Dollar Tree right here. I got this from Dollar Tree. Looks interesting. Looks like a lot of fun. I'm not sure if there's anybody here that I know. I think this is a European movie. Maybe like Czechoslovakia or Romania or whatnot. I'm not entirely sure. This is but I'll find out when I watch it. Let's see. Then I have a film called Colette with Keira Knightley. This I did get this at the Family Video. Rest in peace. I saw this recently. It came out of Wave. Hey, Mr. Dan and Horror. So I saw that this is now at the Dollar Tree. I saw copies of this at the Dollar Tree. This past wave, this brand new wave. So I saw copies of this there. So if you wanted to go and look for it, it'll probably either be at your local Dollar Tree or try Hamilton Book. Okay. Next up is a Shudder exclusive, and it's a copy of Boar. I know this has Bill Moseley in it. The Shudder exclusive. I've heard mixed about this. I've heard pretty good things about this. So the cover is wicked. That's for sure. It's pretty badass. When I walked inside the Family Video, they had this on the back wall. It's the first thing you saw. This cover. So the cover is badass. Hey Echo. I just pushed your horror tuber of the month win and put a link down so everybody can go vote for the new people that are up. Okay. Next up is part 2 of a movie series that I think that we're going to be covering. I think we're going to be covering this on this show here on the Midnight Society. I just got to find the first. I got to find the first part, which I do know that I have. But we're going to be covering this little series here, and that is The Last Exorcism. This is The Last Exorcism 2. Now, I've heard that the first one is really, really good, and the second one is not so good. But we're still going to cover it. I'm interested in it, and I thought, well, why not? I got both movies of the franchise, so why not talk about it? So this will not be the last time you see this movie this year on this channel. All right. So yeah. Uh, 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 let's see. All right, here we go. I got the other half here. Uh, oh, okay, next up, took me a while to get this one. Cooties. So we got Cooties. This stars a whole bunch of good people in it. Rainn Wilson, Elijah Wood, Allison Pill from Scott Pilgrim, Lee Winnell from Saw, Nassim Pedrad from Saturday Night Live. Just a ton of fun people in this movie. This took me a little while to get these guys to sell this to me from Family Video. I asked like 3 or 4 different times, and I always got told no. But I finally got it. All right. Uh, some of you might notice some of the prices I got on these things. These are things that I got from the Family Video. So I just get them and came home and put them in. Oh, there's our birthday boy, by the way. Go ahead and say happy birthday to our good friend Casey, Mighty Casey, Interweb Kaiju. It's his birthday today. Team Gigan in the house. So this is Annabelle Comes Home. As you know, this is part of the Conjuring universe. Yeah, so I had to find these and assemble them together so I can actually do a proper review. I know a lot of people like the Conjuring series, and I'm waiting for the last one to come out. I thought it would drop at the library, but as I'm getting used to this, the library doesn't buy as many copies of movies as they used to. So some of the movies that I expect to drop at the library are not dropping because they're not carrying enough stock. So I have to hopefully will come across this uh, in the wild. So this is Annabelle Comes Home. All right. Uh, I mentioned last time I did the red bins. I showed off a couple of Brittany Murphy movies, and I still got more to show off. So this is Ramen Girl. I think I have most of Brittany Murphy's movie, most of her movies. So, but she's sorely missed, and yeah, this is a Ramen Girl. Looks so pretty in this. Such a pretty girl. Hi Nora. Hey Charles, how are you? All right. So next up is Satanic Panic with the proper slipcover, not the Walmart slipcover. Oh, Walmart, just no. You know the one that says Panic on here. That's Panic, not Satanic Panic. Because good Lord, we wouldn't want our fine Christian shoppers who are out there buying weapons from us and bullets in us and killing people in our stores from us to have an outrage over a movie that says Satanic on it. Um, so yeah. I might try to find. I probably should have got the ones that Panic on it just for the hell of it, for the shit and giggles. But I got this. I got this one at the Family Video. Uh, and this stars Rebecca Romijn in it. Rebecca Romijn is she's actually worked really hard. She's a really fun actress to watch. Okay, next up, we have Public, which is a drama about, I guess this is basically about life in the library, from what I understand. I think I could be wrong. The Public. Yeah, so this about a library in Cincinnati. So this has a good cast to it too. It has Alec Baldwin, Gabriel Union, Emilio Estevez, Jeffrey Wright, Jenna Malone, Michael K. Williams, Taylor Schilling, um, Christian Slater, and Jacob Vargas. So this is gonna be a good ensemble cast movie. I heard good things about it. So here we go. Hey Hobbs. Okay. Next up is a David Cronenberg movie, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. This is a David Cronenberg movie. This is called Map to the Stars, with Julianne Moore. I'm not really sure how good this is or not. I do know that I've heard mixed emotions about it. Hey Ricky, how are you, sir? Glad you're here. Hopefully you're doing well. I still got to answer you. I still got to answer you too, Ricky. I just got to figure out how to do it. I didn't forget about you. So this is Map to the Stars. I don't know if anybody's seen this or not. I've never heard anybody. I never heard anybody mention watching this um, in the community. So I'm not sure how good it is. It looks strong. So let's see. Not one of David's best. Oh, okay. Uh, yeah, I was wondering about that. I never really didn't hear too much about it other than Julianne Moore was in it. All right, next we got the Driver with Mark Dacascos from Iron Chef America. John Wick 3, and Cradle to the Grave. Um, he's done a lot. He's done a lot of movies. Brotherhood of the Wolf is probably his best movie. I don't know too much about this. I heard this is supposed to be like set in the future. Yeah. So yeah. So I guess this is like a dystopian adventure. This is after the world goes to hell. It looks interesting because it looks so modern right here. His dress looks modern, and then he's in the back and he's holding a silencer. And so I thought this was going to be an action movie, but he might have played the Crow on the TV show. I'm not sure. That might be true. Uh, I don't know. I have to go back and see that. Okay, this one I got. This one I got at the library. I was really surprised to get this too. Um, Vampire Hunter D. Now this is pretty damn rare right here, from what I understand. This is not easy to find. Um, Vampire Hunter D. Supposed to be quite good. I do remember it played. It played over at the Camera Theaters in San Jose for the midnight showings. And they had animations. They used to have an animation block 2 weeks every year, and this is a staple. Every year this movie played. So Vampire Hunter D, uh, Bloodlust. All right. Uh, yeah, I got some anime. Yes, yes, I have. I got some anime. Yeah, I was surprised to see that, Casey. Um, once in a while, I did find the anime and at the library. I've gotten some there. Uh, all right. Okay, another documentary called The Back Nine. As the guy gave up his career to try to become a professional golf player, and it's his story. Uh, I picked this up at Dollar Tree. I like documentaries, so I picked it up. Okay. Speaking of Crow, Uh, this is a movie called Crow with Terrence Stamp. Now I know nothing about this. Oh, sorry about the glare. It looks really cool. Looks really cool. I mean, Terrence Stamp, you can't go wrong. He's one of those actors that when you see him attached to a movie, you're gonna grab it just because Terrence Stamp is in it, right? I mean, he's just one of those actors that you get it because he's there. Uh, so I don't know what this is. I'm not sure if this is based off a comic book or not. It's from Phase Four, and Phase Four of sadly they went out of business not that long ago, a couple of years back. So all the Phase Four movies are that once they're released, that's it. So this is actually gonna. I got this at Dollar Tree, but this will probably be out of print. So you have to go look for that. You could try to find it over at you could try to find that one too over at Hamilton Book. All right. Here's one here from Dark Skies. I like Dark Skies films. They are really good. I need to get my ass over to Hamilton Book and actually buy the Cherry Tree on Blu-ray. Let's see. You have Crow. Bought it from the Dollar Tree a while ago. Still haven't watched it yet. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. See, and this is what we're talking about before a lot of you got here. We want to see your watch piles. If you guys have watch piles of movies you have not seen, I want to see you guys start sending me pictures through your Instagram or post them on your Instagram. In fact, it'd be better yet. Either you can film them for a YouTube, or take pictures and put them on Instagram, um, or you can send them privately if you don't want to show it off. But I'd really like to see how many movies everybody has to the watch pile. Um, I know some people have like they'll have like 10 movies there that they haven't watched. We already saw Mark the Shark mention that he has hundreds of movies that he has not watched yet. Um, uh, Yep. Echo has a pile of a backlog, mostly ITN films. Um, yeah, I think that's more like a collection video. Um, so I'm talking about something like this, where they're all scattered from, they don't. There's no in particularly one genre or one studio. You're just getting them just to get them. Um, Charles mentions my stuff has scattered all over, not one pile. So that sounds really promising to me. That tells me that Charles has a lot of movies. I can read between there. Um, yes, Dollar Tree Theater is always open to everybody. I am 2 movies behind. That's why I have not done a Dollar Tree movie. I still owe you guys 2 movies before, but I will get those in there. But yes, everybody is welcome to join Dollar Tree Theater. Um, it's pretty amazing, to tell you the truth, the movies that people watch and review for Dollar Tree Theater. If you make a playlist of your Dollar Tree Theater movies, let us know. Let us know. Hey, come up to us and say, "Hey, Patrick, I got a playlist of Dollar Tree Theater movies." Like I know that our good friend Jim from Now It's Dark, he's in the Dollar Tree Theater. Mr. Dan at Horror's in Dollar Tree Theater. Hobbs, of course. Charles Cochran is a Dollar Tree Theater person. Um, there is a ton of people doing Dollar Tree Theater. It's a really fun thing to do, and it highlights the watch pile because a lot of us go when they buy. When there's a new Wave coming out, Dollar Tree Wave coming out, we all go and buy like 30 movies. We don't know what they are, but we're getting them. That's all. It doesn't matter what they are. Uh, uh, yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I agree with that. When you guys do series like that, when you're doing series like that, it does help. It does help. Casey is a Dollar Tree veteran. There's a lot of people that do Dollar Tree theater movies. Um, and I know some folks like Echo doesn't have a great they don't have great Dollar Trees. But get whatever you can. Get whatever you can, and yeah. So this is from Dollar Tree, and this is The Last Survivors, and this is a Dark Skies movie. And Dark Skies put out some fantastic films. House of the Devil, The Innkeepers, Cherry Tree, So Above. Uh, no, not So Above. What is that one? Up, Up Above You, I think it's called. I know what it is. So I do. There's a movie called Warhawk, Mohawk. That's from Dark Skies. They put out a lot of fun movies as well. Very under, very slept on label right here. Okay, now I did see this. I saw a lot of people talk about this movie when they get it from the Dollar Tree. They got a ton of people watching this and reviewing it, and that was Tidal Wave. Tidal Wave from this is from a South Korean movie. Holy crow! People were ranting and raving about this. They were saying how awesome this movie is. Um, so I got my copy at the Dollar Tree. It's unopened, as you can tell by the plastic there. I heard nothing but good things about this movie. They said it was a lot of fun and pretty damn exciting. So, yep. Yeah, yeah, that me too, Mr. Dan. That was a good little haul that Echo got. He got two. He got two. Um, we got Superman or Friends, a DC title, and along with that Scorpio. So yeah, he got it. He definitely grabbed a couple of good ones there. Okay, another documentary called Hired Gun. Some of you guys know I was in music, so I like musical documentaries. This is about musicians who are hired to play on other people's music. They're called hired guns. They get hired to go in there and make the record sound booming. They don't necessarily go on tour with the artist, but they help record a killer record. And these artists are very much in demand, and not only in rock music either. This is sort of things you see more or less in country music. You see this more in country music than you do in rock bands. Rock bands are pretty organic, which means they pretty much keep their members, or the members are who they are. I mean, they're a band. You'll see this with cookie cutter bands, um, with pop artists and country music. You'll see hired guns. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Mr. Dan, I heard that. I've heard people review it. They said it's absolutely just bonkers. They said it's bonkers. Hello, Krubby. How are you? Um, I just like Burt Lancaster. So next up, we got another documentary called Autopsy Files. I know nothing about this. I know this is probably a little older. It says the sticker looks older. HBO sticker. That's an old HBO sticker. I know nothing about this. This is probably from the '90s. I'm thinking. Oh, 2005. Yeah, it looked old. This was a brand, but it's brand new, factory sealed. I got it at the Dollar Tree, and is a documentary about a coroner. All right, I'll keep moving on. I got Night Watcher with Henry Cavill, Ben Kingsley, and Alexandra Daddario. I know nothing about this movie. I just picked it up because I like the cast. That's why I picked it up at the Dollar Tree. Not the Dollar Tree. I'm sorry, at the Family Video. Family Video. Okay, I got a Western here called Rain and Lightning. I don't know, Charles. Did you see this movie, Rain and Lightning? Did you see this one? I'm thinking Charles might have saw this. I could be mistaken, but I wondered if he saw this one. This has a big cast in it. Micah Monroe, um, Mark Webber, Will Patton, Bonnie Bedelia, Justin Chadwin, Aaron Poole, Brad Carter, Logan Miller, and Maggie Grace. So that is an all-star cast right there, kids. That's an all-star cast. And I got this at Dollar Tree. I have not watched it. Factory seal. Only thing I can tell you that it's a western. All right. Okay. And here we go. This came out a long time ago. I actually saw this movie probably when it first came out, but I watched it one time, and I could, for the life of me, I could not tell you anything about it at all. So this is why it's in the to watch bin. The Last Station. The Last Station. I remember this movie because I had Helen Mirren in it. And at the time where she was in it, I believe this is not too far after she came out in The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover. So this is like one of her movies that came out after that, and I saw it at the Camera Theaters in San Jose. Um, this is a I think this is my yeah. I don't think I saw a Helen Mirren movie between '98 and 2009. I don't think I saw her in anything during that time. I mean, I've caught up with some other things, but yeah, I heard this is really good. Uh, let's see. I missed your chat. You may be in my next comic chapter. Just make sure you include the cheetah in that chapter because have cheetah will view. Will travel. Have cheetah will travel. I will go back and I will watch your. I will definitely go back and watch your live that you did. All right, all right. So here we are. Here we are. We'll keep going. We're almost done with the first bin of the night. First bin. I've been trying to go slow, and so you guys can enjoy seeing what's in here. Feel free to let me know what you think of the movies. Let me know what you think. What movies have I shown that you guys are interested in? Um, I'm curious to see what you guys feel so far. See what you guys think. I know Katie will like this one. If Katie's still here with us, I know she'll like this one. So I did pick up from the library. I picked up Descendants 3. Now I do believe I had the first two. I picked this one up at the library. This came from the library. I have never seen any of these, but I've heard that they're really fun. So basically, what they are, they're descendants of Disney villains, I believe what they are, or I guess the kids are from the different Disney characters. Like I said, I don't know if it's any good or not. It's sort of like Disney's version of Young Justice. That's the best way I can put about it. It's Disney. This is a live action version of Young Justice. The Western. Yeah, I have to admit that Western. That's a really strong cast, Charles. Yeah, I agree with you about that. All right, so I got this. See, where did I get this? Did I get this at the? Let's see where I got this. I might have got this from the library. I think I did. Yeah. Okay. So I got a two-disc special edition of this movie here, and that is Planet Terror. This is when Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino paired up together. Robert Rodriguez did Planet Terror, and Quentin Tarantino did Death Proof with Kurt Russell. And from what I've heard and seen and read, this is the movie. This is the far better movie. I've seen the ending of Death Proof, and it was sort of cheesy, Velveeta like, but this movie looks absolutely bonkers right here. The only thing I will say about Death Proof that I actually really did like though, and that had my girl Zoe Bell in it. So Zoe Bell, she's awesome. So this is Planet Terror. I'm not sure. I'm sure it comes with all the commercials, the fake commercials, including Machete, which end up being a thing. They took the character of Machete from Spy Kids. They put him in this movie here because that's Robert Rodriguez movie. They put Machete in here as made him into a anti-hero, and then they came out with a pair of movies. So yeah, I really like the yeah. So that movie has some roots. Let's see, I like them both a lot. Yes, I do. I really I mean I mean Death Proof is sort of silly, but I heard Planeteer is a lot more fun. All right, I got this in the library, and I'll probably be watching this sooner than later. This is one of the very first movies that I saw with my wife. I mean, we're talking. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the first movie that I ever saw with her. This is the first movie I ever saw with her, and I think Titanic was second. This was the first movie, and Titanic was the second. And the first movie that we saw together was Serendipity. This stars John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale. All right. Okay. Okay. I got this at the library. This is a multi pack right here. Total Fun from Mill Creek. I'm not sure. I mean, on paper, this looks great. I'm just when Mill Creek comes into play, I'm always holding my breath because the transfers are not always so good. But this is a 20 film collection, 20 films collection of leading ladies. So this is from the golden age of Hollywood right here. Golden Age, and it features Ava Gardner, Marilyn Monroe, Judy Garland, Hedy Lamarr, Elizabeth Taylor, and a lot more. So there's 20 movies on this multi-disc. Brand new. Got this at the Dollar Tree. Got no, actually I did not. I got this from the library. I remember this, but like I said, it's a crapshoot because Mill Creek doesn't always have the best transfers. All right. And the last movie of the first bin is a movie that I watched, and yeah, man, this is a heartbreaker. This is a freaking heartbreak movie. Uh, yeah, I remember when I was watching it, and a lot of us guys, and because they got a lot of us guys went and saw this movie. Well, we must have all smuggled in onions because I heard a lot of people sniffling. Uh, Oh, let's see how if you want to do you have to count how many films you have on the multi-pack. There are 20 films on here. There are 20. Let's see. Now I'll have to Magoo to read them. Affair of Monte Carlo, The Deadly Companion, Dishonored Lady, the Groom Wore Spurs, Hometown Story with Marilyn Monroe, Jane Eyre, Catherine, Kill Cruise, starring Elizabeth Hurley and Patsy Kensit. Oh, I never even heard of that one. The last time I saw Paris, maybe I'll come home in Spain in the spring. Tulsa, Till the Clouds Roll By with Judy Garland. The Snows of Kilimanjaro. God, they put that movie on everything they put out. Mill Creek does. Holy shit. Um, The Seducers, starring Sandra Locke and Colleen Camp. Oh wow, okay. So they have a road, one of the road pictures here. Oh, I did not know that. That's cool. Road to Bali with Bing Crosby and Bob Hope. That's a classic comedy series. That series is classic. Um, a lot of fun. Wow, those road movies are a hoot. Power, Passion, and Murder, featuring a young Michelle Pfeiffer. Uh, let's see, Midnight Cop, starring Michael York, Morgan Fairchild, and Frank Stallone. Hell yeah! All right. Um, Mutiny, Never Wave at a Whack with Rosalind Russell. Nice, nice. Nothing Sacred with Carol Lombard, and Power. I already read that one. So there's 20 movies here. And a lot of them are the early, or a lot of them are early efforts by these actresses. Their early efforts, like the first few movies that they appeared in, and that's why they're on here. So, like I said, I'm not holding out a great deal of hope that these transfers are super good. One would hope so, but I only spent $1 for it, so why not? That's right. Count the totals. That's right. So yes, um, yeah. Each of these bands holds about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So each of the red bins hold about 30 movies. Each bin holds about 30. So the last movie of the first bin is like I said, this is a movie that made a lot of guys in the theater smuggling onions, and that is Ladder 49. Ladder 49. This is a great movie. This is it's sad as hell, but wow. I remember this movie came out the same time as the other movie came out with Ron Howard did with a Backdraft. This came out about the same time as Backdraft came out of. This is the better movie. This is the better movie. I mean, this one here plays more true to life than Backdraft. Backdraft was more an action adventure mystery. Ladder 49 is more grounded in reality, but this is an awesome movie, and it's one of Joaquin Phoenix's best roles. John Travolta too. Hi Jamie. Hopefully you're doing better today. Feeling better. All right. So that is the first bin. Wow. I don't know. It didn't take us too long. All right. All right. Do you want to see another bin? Throw up a 1 if you want me to do another bin. Throw up a 2 if you want me to do something else. I could do something else too, but throw up a 1 if you want to see another bin. That way I know how you guys are feeling. Okay, by popular demand, people are asking me, they're sending me private messages. Let you know that the Steelers and the Ravens are tied 3-3 in the second quarter. All right. Okay. It looks like people want to see another Ben, another crazy Ben. All right. I see 3. I don't see any 2, so that's a good thing. Uh, okay. Oh. Yeah. Well, hang around with us tonight, Jamie. Just kick back and relax. I'm going through red bins. These are some of the bins that I have, some of the movies that I have not watched. I have not watched a lot of these movies, or if I have, it's been like 25 years since I've seen them, or what have you. So they're all new to me. So yeah, yeah, that's what we're doing here tonight on the Midnight Society. We want to know how many movies, how big is your watch pile at your house? How many movies do you have that you have not watched yet? And do you find yourself adding to them? Because a lot of these boutique labels, guys, holy shit! I mean, the Vertical Syndrome's down on another sale. Okay, I got a huge stack of movies here. You spent like $500 on them. How many of those have you watched? I mean, I think a lot of the people I think a lot of people suffer from that. They suffer from for me it's not the boutique bit the it's not the boutique. It's the prices that get me. That's what drives my collection. It's like I've got a lot of my collection for what I paid for it is dirt cheap. Hobbs knows this because he and I went to he and I did family video together along with Dan from Reject Films. We all know how cheap that place was. Charles is probably into that mix as well. You could go over there and get two movies for $3. You could build yourself a really nice collection at Family Video for not a lot of money. And when they did 10 for 10, holy shit. uh, let's see. Mr. Dan Horror is going to show his watch pile on Instagram this week. Oh boy, that's going to be fun. I have a feeling we'll be seeing 10 pictures. There's going to be 10 pictures on Mr. Dan Horror's page from his back his catalog there. That's going to be fun. Uh, Casey says he watches all his Vertical Syndrome buys and your SRS buys. Yeah, I sort of know that, Casey. As soon as that SRS goes in there, it's all in straight to the player. Uh, let's see. Everything I bought from Vinegar Syndrome, I've seen before and watched since I got them. I refuse to spend something I won't watch. So that's most of the stuff I has been watched. Yeah, see, I could get that. I can understand that, and especially when you're paying that kind of money for those things, I could definitely see why you would want to get a Vinegar Syndrome or Synapse or Blue Underground, Criterion, and watch them because you're paying that kind of money for them. But when you're a bargain hunter like I am, and I do mean that in the best sense possible, it's just easy to grab and just stack. You always have the best of intentions. Believe me, I do. I have the best of intentions. All right. All right, here we go. First movie I'll show you was just interesting because I picked this up at the library, and this is the only film that me and Lorianne we didn't watch it. We could not watch it. This is the first film and only film, the first and only film that we ever walked out together and said, nope, we can't do it. Um, Later on, I've heard many people telling me you got to go back and give it a second chance, and I just never saw it. I never saw it in order to do that until someone dropped this at the library, and I got this for $1, and I did pick it up. I have not watched it yet, otherwise I would not be showing you this. But this is the movie that I am going to rewatch and give it a second chance, and that is Moulin Rouge. Yeah, we made it like 30 minutes into it. We just hated it. So, but when I tell people that I walked out on this, they all look at me like, "What the hell?" And says, "You got to give this a second chance." So when I saw this really nice copy, and this is a really nice set right here, really nice, has a booklet in it and a case. I said, "Okay, I'll give it another chance." So I got this for $1. There's Katie. Let's see, and there's Jamie. See? No, Casey, no. I got this at the library. Yep. See, Jamie loves Moulin Rouge, so does Katie. Um, it's no, I think this is a DVD version. Let me double check. This is a yeah, this is a DVD. This is the DVD version. But it's a really nice set, that's for sure. All right, all right. No, no, this is a live action film by the same guy who did Elvis Presley. Buzz Lerman. Buzz Lerman. Yeah, this my copy is yes, Baz Lerman. There you go. All right. Next up, we got an action drama, action adventure from Wogo USA. This is from Wogo USA, and this is a let's see, and this is Fury. Yeah, this looks absolutely badass. I love Wogo USA movies. I collected a lot of these at the Family Video. A lot of these Wogo USA. They're fantastic films, and so whenever I saw them go for sale, I snagged every one I could get. Uh, all right. Um, Next up is another movie I picked up at the library called All Is True. Great cast here. Great cast. Um, Called All Is True with Kenneth Branagh, Judy Dench, and Ian McKellen. Don't know anything about it. I bought this simply for the cast. It looks like something to do with Shakespeare, and it's a film directed by Kenneth Branagh. He directed this. Oh, did he do? Did he do? Oh, that. Did he do Romeo and Juliet? Okay, I forgot about that. I wasn't sure if that was him. I know he did the Elvis Presley movie. Okay. I got another movie from the got this from the library. I do believe this was I saw this I saw clips of this on AMC, but I never watched the whole movie. It's called Seraphim Falls with Liam Neeson and Pierce Brosnan. I've heard good things about this. I love Western movies, so I did pick this up. Not a problem. I have the soundtrack to that, Casey. I have a soundtrack to that. I don't have the movie per se, but I do have the soundtrack. Charles Cochran says this is excellent. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that because I do love a good Western. Okay. Next, I picked up a rock and roll documentary, Coldplay 2003. This was Lorianne's favorite band. They love Coldplay. As far as the modern bands go, she was a big Rolling Stone fan, Aerosmith fan, but as far as the new music goes, she was a big Coldplay fan. Let's see. Jamie Mills was. That's right. Love Romeo and Juliet. That's right. This looks really good. This looks like a really well put together rock and roll documentary. Um, 2003, so a lot of the later songs are not on there, but that doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, next up, I got the unrated, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, unrated. I heard this is really cute. Don't know much more about it than that. I know uh, uh, it has a Russell Brand in it, and let's see, Jason Segel, Kristen Bell, Mila Kunis, and Russell Brand. And the movie Get Him to the Greek was a sequel to this movie. They spun off the Russell Brand character, and they made another movie called Get Him to the Greek, which I think I have that. Okay. Now I'm just going to show this to you without saying anything. Hopefully, you guys can see this well enough. You understand why I got this. That's right. That's a cheetah. How could I pass this up when I see a cheetah? So that's animated the wild Kratts, and I guess they're going to be talking about cheetahs. Sick Bengal DVD. That's not Bengals. This is not a Bengal. This is a cheetah. If this was a Bengal, they'd be laying like this. They'd be on their side because Bengal tigers are sort of lazy, but cheetahs are fast. And I don't know who took that last picture, but I'm suing. Someone must have copied down one of my pictures because that's the cheetah in the morning. Yes, definitely gonna be doing that. Let's see. Next up, we're going back to the Conjuring universe, which is good because I can get that now. I can start putting it together. So I got the Curse of La Llorona. I never heard about the Curse of La Llorona until I saw a episode of Grimm. They had the La Llorona on Grimm, and it was awesome. Great episode, one of the better ones. So when I heard this come out, I knew who La Llorona was. I knew about the Curse of La Llorona. So this is my yeah. I have to put this together. I have the Annabelle movie down there. Did anybody see let's see, the cheetah faster? Take a Bengals hamstrings out. Just let you guys know there's 7 minutes and 39 seconds left in the second quarter. The Steelers and the Page and the Ravens are they are tied 3-3. Okay. Cheetahs are faster. They could oh, okay. Linda Cardinelli's in Lorona. Nice. I did not know that. Let's see. Next up. See, I hope you guys are noticing there's a lot of horror films in this too. Because there's some people who don't understand that I actually do watch a lot of horror. You guys just don't even know. So next up is Crawl. This was the Cat's Meow a couple of years ago. This stars Barry Pepper and this is from Sam Raimi and Alexandra Aja, who did The Descent. Oh, I think no, I think he did High Tensions. I'm sorry, I think he did High Tension. I don't think they did both. So this is Crawl about killer alligators. Hey, Kalel. Okay. Next up is oh shit. Okay, look at okay. I forgot about this. So there you go. Now you can see something new. So this is Under the Silver Lake. This is Under the Silver Lake, and this stars Andrew Garfield and Riley Keough. And can anybody tell me anything about this movie right here? Under the Silver Lake. Does anybody know anything about this movie? Somebody's gonna know. I know that Silver Lake is underrated. That's right. Jamie Hart wins. That's right. It's an A24 film, boys and girls, and one I just found. So I will put this aside to put it to the A24 collection. Yes, I knew I was going to find some A24s in here. I told you I was still missing. I was still missing. Which one did Alejandro Aja do? He must have did High Tension then. I know he did something big. So yes, this is an A24 film. All right. This is one of my two Arrow movies. I have my entire collection. I have two. I have two Arrows. Two. Two. I have the copy of I have an Arrow version of Reanimator and Bride of Reanimator, and I also have The Dead Center by Shane Carruth. I was pretty excited when I saw this over at the Family Video. I was really hopeful that they'd be starting to bring some of these in, some of the Arrows in, but no. I think actually I want to say they might have. I think Primer is Arrow, so I might have three. But this is as far as I know, this is only my second Arrow movie. Casey. Now it's the Dead Center. All right, so we're going along here. So next up is the first movie of this series here, Wreck. That's right. See, okay, I got it. I recovered, right, Charles? See, I recovered. I fixed that. That's right. Pretty good for a non-horror channel. So I got Wreck right here. This is the original movie that started off. They later remade it as Quarantine here in the U.S., but this is the original film right here, Wreck. Let's see. Hobbs just got this right here. Someone sent this to Hobbs, and I was so happy for him too. I was like, hell yeah, Hobbs, welcome to the club. And I believe, I don't know if it was Bones or Sean that sent him this, but he got a copy of Audition. Audition. So this is a fantastic and very, very famous horror movie. One of the first big Japanese horror movies, and that came across and became well known in the States. Audition. So yes, it's been sitting in the red bin all this time, kids. Yeah, audition, and Hobbs needs to see Audition of a double feature of Audition and The Devil's Candy. Double feature. Bring the pizza. I think my first J horror, I think with mine, honestly, was probably Akira. Akira was probably mine. Okay, I know who's going to talk about this. As soon as I show this movie, I know who's going to comment first. Let's see if I'm right. So this is the instant classic right here. I found this at the library and really tickled to find it. So I did not expect to find it or at the library. Oh no! And so I picked it up instantly when I saw it, and that is one of the most famous westerns ever, High Noon. High Noon. This is a Oscar winner. So this is with Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly. One of the best westerns ever made. Hell, one of the best movies ever made. All right, all right. Let me shift things over a little bit, and we'll get back at it. Uh, all right, all right. Yes, Lon Chaney. Yes, it's a great movie. Okay, we're back at it with My Son. This is a French film put out by the Cohen Media Group. This is a brand new company that came out when to me anyway when I was shopping at Family Video. I got a few of these. I did not pay $4.95 for that. I only paid $2.50. Or if no, I probably think I paid $1 for this. But I heard it's good, so I picked it up. Okay, see, I got another documentary. Um, see, I got another documentary called "The Hornet's Nest" about soldiers on duty. I know. Tell him, Cal. Tell him. So this is the Hornet's Nest. Hobbs says he owned multiple copies of edition. Glad to have it back. Yeah, I was glad to see that you got it back, Hobbs. That was really cool. Uh, yeah, I know, right? Bring back the family video already. This one I got. This one I got at the Dollar Tree. I heard this movie is fantastic too. This is what I got. I don't know why I haven't watched it yet because I've heard nothing but good things about it. Um, and that is Surveillance. I heard this movie is crazy fun. This is put out by Magnet Magnolia, and I heard this is a lot of fun. Bill Pullman, Julia Ormond, and Pell James. And this was directed by Jennifer Lynch and executive produced by David Lynch. So Jennifer Lynch's father. So I'm sure Jamie has already seen this movie. Let's see. Hobbs mentioned he sold his collection. Yeah, it's hard out there for a Hobbs sometimes. Yeah. Okay. See. Next up is one I got the Dollar Tree, bearing the X. With of course with the late great Anton Yelich, Ashley Green, and Alexandra Daddario. I have a lot of Anton Yelch's movies. I think I have most of his. I think I have most of his movies. I think I have most of his whole, almost his whole body of work. Seems like it seems like I just find his movies every time I turn around. I'm getting up another movie of that he did. He reminds me very much of Brittany Murphy, of course, that he's gone way too soon, way too soon. He got killed with his car brakes failed, his Jeep brakes failed, and I think he was trying to open up the garage, and his car pinned him, and he suffocated to death. Yeah, I've heard nothing great things about Surveillance. I heard that's a really fantastic movie. All right, so I might need a little help on this one because I've heard mixed emotions about this one. Uh, I don't know if this is any good or not. Someone's gonna have to tell me. Um, and that is the Invoking 2. I don't even think I have the first Invoking, so I might have to wait for that. Maybe. I don't know if anybody listen. Anybody tells me this is a fantastic movie. Like, yeah, you should be watching this, Pat. If someone tells me that, yeah. But I don't know anything about this. I did pick it up because it was a RLJ movie, and uh, let's see. Have you seen Odd Thomas? I am a big fan of that series. I have read most of the books on that series, Casey, by Dean Koontz, and I do have the movie. I do have Odd Thomas. Yes. One of my favorite IFC movies that I have in my collection is a movie called 5 to 7. That's a fantastic movie too. Very, very moving. Charles says he has both evoking films. I still have not watched them yet. That's sort of ominous, Charles. That's sort of ominous. I'm sort of like, oh, I'm scared now because um, I don't know what that means. I mean, are they sleepers? Are they movies that are going to put you to sleep? Uh, uh, let's see. Oh boy, the back looks pretty fun. So it sort of has that sense of Evil Dead around it. All right. Next up is Dread Central presents. Dread Central presents Zombie World. That's right. Boy, it sure is a lot of horror for a non-horror channel, isn't it? So this is a this I got this from the family video. Dread Central presents. Don't know anything much about it, but the back looks pretty fierce. I mean, if you're in the mood to see a zombie movie, I guess you can't go wrong with that one. Let's see. Next, okay, this is Rookie of the Year. This is a really cute movie. Highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. I really like this quite a bit. I saw this at the theater, and I thought it was darling. It's very 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 heartwarming. Um, and actually, I want to say Gary Busey is in this movie, and he actually is halfway decent. It's like they must have got him totally sober because he's actually good in this. And Daniel Stern was still a thing back then, and he played a goofy coach. A24 kids. So I think this is not, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe this does have some horror elements into it. I think it might be it might be more science fictiony, but I do know it has some horror elements into it. Okay. Uh, okay, another one I got. The biggest A20 fan that doesn't admit it. I have not. I don't know. I don't know A20s. Um, this one here is one of those one I got for 10 for 10. This is a Home Sweet Hell, and this stars Katherine Heigl, Patrick Wilson, um, Jordana Brewster, and Jim Belushi. I heard this is a dark comedy. I have not watched this. I have not seen this. I've never heard anybody talk about it. And this is that was from Sony. All right. Uh, 500 Days of Summer. with Jordan Gordon-Levitt and Zoe Deschanel. I'm sure this is very, very cute. I should try to pick up a better copy. I got this at Dollar Tree and or Family Video, and it been exposed to the sunlight quite a bit. That's why it's sort of faded. Oh, okay. See, all right. So, see, see. You guys get an idea. You guys get an idea of kind of movies I like. See, now I feel pretty good about this now. All right. Next up, it's another movie. I do believe this is about Alzheimer's disease, if I'm not mistaken. I think Blythe Danner plays the mother that's slowly losing her memory. What they had. So this is a. I'm sure this is top. This is great. This has Hilary Swank, Michael Shannon, Robert Forster, the late Robert Forster, and Blythe Danner. So this looks really good. Yeah, Zoe was she was doing the New Girl and Elf, I think. All right. Here's another one. Voices in the Stone with Chloe with Emma Clark, I'm sorry, from Game of Thrones, and Marton Slaskis from Beyond the Badlands. This is another horror film. I don't know too much about it. All right, all right. Oh, okay, found it. Oh, yay. Okay. Well, you guys are in good position to see some of this stuff today. Oh, okay. So this is a movie I still have I just found this in here. Okay, that's good to know. So oh yeah, there's Midsummer. Yay, Midsummer. Midsummer. Okay. So yeah, so there's Midsummer. I'm sure it's better than Hereditary. It can't be worse than Hereditary. I know it's longer than Hereditary, but it can't suck worse than Hereditary, can it? Okay, so I did. I told you guys I still had them sprinkled in my collection though. I hadn't found them all. I hadn't. Hereditary is horrible, Charles. It's horrible, and you're telling me this is even worse? Oh shit! I'm making Casey do a watch along with me. I'm gonna make Casey do. I'm gonna make Casey do a watch along. We watched along Hereditary, so we should do this, Casey. Uh, see, Jamie says Midsommar is okay, but she likes Hereditary better. Yeah. See, I knew I had this. I just didn't know where it was at. Okay. Uh, let's see. Casey says he'll have to look at his calendar to see when I can set aside the 6 hours for the director's cut. Charles says he passionately hates Midsommar. Charles, I passionately hate Hereditary. So you and I are rowing in the same boat, buddy. We're rowing in the same boat. Okay. All right. We need to change the dialogue on here. We need to get another good movie up here to wash that Midsummer crap out. So, what better way to do it than to bring up Paddington? What did I get? I think Paddington came from the library. Yes, this is from the library. I got this copy. This was donated at the library, so I got this for. I think I got this for like $1. I have not. I don't. I think I have Paddington 2 as well. Casey likes this. Let's see. Yeah. How can you go wrong with Paddington? All right. Oh gosh, I saw this at the theater. I think this movie was hilarious. This movie had a lot of heart to it, and it had a lot of pretty girls. And this is when I think her name was Susan. Um, God, I thought it was oh, where is it? Um, this is when Shannon Sossaman was still a thing. I'm not sure what happened to her. She disappeared, but this is one of her best movies, and this is 40 Days and 40 Nights. This is a very sexy movie. This is Josh Hartnett too. I thought this movie had a lot of heart. No, that's not the horror version of Paddington. No. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to come out of a public domain here in a minute. All right. So I got two more movies out of this bin. Let's see. Let's see. Next up is a Lee Daniels film with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Helen Mirren, and that is Shadow Boxer. Shadow Boxer. I don't know anything about this, but it does show Helen Mirren with a gun in her hand, so that's probably a good thing. Shadow Boxer with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Helen Mirren. All right, the last movie of bin number two. Bin number two, and yeah, we'll see if we can get this going here. All right, so I've done two. Greetings, Professor. Greetings. Jamie says that Shadow Boxer is good. See, I feel sort of justified when I show you guys my collection because that way you guys can understand the kind of movies I like to buy. Yeah. So, all right. So here we go for the last one here. This is Reversible Errors with Tom Selleck and William H Macy. I wonder if William H Macy's playing the bad guy here. I tell you what, watching him play a bad guy is really different. Really different. I know he did that TV show called Shameless, and he also played the bad guy in Spartan, which is a top-notch film. Spartan is that's my favorite Val Kilmer film. Spartan is amazing. Uh, so so that's Reversible Errors. I got this one at the Family Video. I can tell you that right now. Yep, Family Video. All right, so that is bin number two. Oh, we are looking at hey Nathaniel, how are you? Welcome aboard. Yeah, Spartan's one of my favorite movies. David Mamet, yeah, you can't go wrong with David Mamet film. You just can't. He doesn't. His dialogue is it's wonderful. All right, so that's bin number two. Bin number two. Let me know by showing me a one if you want to do one more bin. Show me, or I can go. I can do something else, or you guys are tired of watching the bins. If you're tired of the bins, put two. If you want to see one more bin, throw me a one. The professor just got here, so he is throwing up major ones. I think he just oh, and congratulations, Professor, on your nomination for Horror Tuber of the Month for February. I just let you know that you got my vote. And Casey, you missed that. Did you not miss that? You must have missed that. I did an 824. Wow, I did an 824. Oh my gosh, I should probably do that again and make it smaller. Just do 824s. I'll do that. Once I find all my 824s, I'll redo it. And then you guys can I'll redo the 824 show and just strictly just do those. I can't believe how many of those things I got. I can't believe it. I just totally just I don't know. I don't know. Goofy. All right. So see, I got Charles, Jamie, and the professor all want to see. Yeah, you were nominated. So let's see. Have Red Will Octane. Ugh. How about How Red Will Uncorked? Have Red Will watch the Barge People. All right. All right. So is that yes? I only saw three people vote. So if you guys want me to do that, I can show you another bin, or we can talk about something else. Yeah, yeah. It made my bottom 10, Casey. It made my bottom 10. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, last one. Last one. Just to let you guys know, I'll have to drop the link on here. Just let you guys know that Danny Nightmare will be going up tonight at 11:30 to drop his worst of the year. Uh, okay, it's now halftime, and the Ravens are beating the Steelers 10-3. That's not good news for us. All right. All right. All right. So here we go. We got one last bin for this round. For this round of a show. Thanks for just hanging around with us. I'll try to get through these a little bit quicker. I know that Gory B movie will probably be on. Wow, is it really 9:42 already? Holy shit! Wow, boy, our time went by fast, didn't it? All right, so I will go on. Here we go. Uh, oh, good. I was looking for this. That's bad. That's just bad. That's just bad. Oh yeah. That's why I was looking for this. Oh yeah. Like I'm gonna run right down and watch it. But I do got this, and I've heard nothing but good things about this one, and that is Stephanie. Came out from Universal, and this is, I believe, a Bloomhouse. It is. That's how I remember this. This is a Bloomhouse movie. This is one of those Bloomhouse movies that no one watched. No one knows anything about. And I do remember this is because Anna Torv was in this movie, and we talked about her. I talked about her when I was talking about Fringe. So this is Stephanie. This is. I just saw someone actually review this week, which is interesting because I'm pulling this out now. But I remember someone actually reviewing this movie. I'm trying to remember who it was. I wish I could because I'd like to give them some props for it. But they reviewed a movie called Assassination Nation. Assassination Nation. So it looks pretty badass. Let's see. Don't know much about it. This has some girls on the cover. It looks like a lot of fun. Um, I did see. I actually saw the previews for Free Fire. Man, I'm gonna have to go watch that. That looks crazy. All right. Next is a documentary about saving Jaws. This is uh, about the sharks because Steven Spielberg has commented over and over and over that the one thing he regrets more than anything else about making Jaws was the fact that it made great white sharks into target practice. People were hunting great white sharks and they decimated their numbers, and he always has felt really bad about that. That's not really what he wanted to do, but that's what happened. So this is the effort to save the great white shark. Oh, you just found yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, next up, this is like I remember watching this as a kid. I love this movie. This movie was so much fun when I saw it, and I have not seen it in years. I mean, we're talking like years and years. And that is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Walt Disney. This is a badass movie for Disney. I'll tell you that right now. Kirk Douglas was in fine form as Daring Do. James Mason played Captain Nemo. They battled the giant squid with a Nautilus, the electricity in the Nautilus against a giant squid. Fun movie. Yeah, that's one of the best. Okay. Next up is Dame Maggie Smith and the Lady in the Van. The Lady in the Van. So I heard really good things about this. So when I got a chance to pick it up for $1.50, I jumped all over it. And these are all from Family Videos. Let's see. Was that or Treasure Island Disney's first action flick? It might have. uh, I think they both came out the same year, didn't they? I think they did. And then right after that, I think Swiss Family Robinson came out right after that. Let's see. Let's see. Next up is a remake of Mike with Michael B. Jordan, and they remade Fahrenheit 415. This is the very famous Ray Bradbury story, and it is relevant today. This is a story about censorship. They are book burners. That's what they are. They go around burning books, and it's a very timely story, ageless story, and one we should probably be talking about a little bit more. Libraries and bookstores under attack by right-wing fascists who are trying to control what we can read. This movie is very much a cautionary tale of that future, which is now in our present. So this is a very classic story. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend the book too. Okay, let's see. Hugh Jackman and the Front Runner. This is based on a true story. This is based on Gary Hart, who was a politician he was going to run for president, and he got caught basically with his pants down, and it cost him the election. All right. Okay. Let's see. Next up is Burn. I don't know too much about this one. It has Tilda Cobham Hervey, Suki Waterhouse, Harry Shum Jr., Shiloh Fernandez and Josh Hutcherson. It's a good cast. Good cast right here. Really good cast. But don't know anything much about it. Uh, skip that one. Okay. I've heard about this. Again, I heard about this. I love anthology films, so I did pick this up. I heard nothing but great things about it. It has a tremendously strong cast, and that is Nightmare Cinema. Nightmare Cinema. I've this is one of those other ones I got from the family video. I just put in the stash. So I've heard nothing but great things about this. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I got another one here called Cynthia. Yeah, that cover looks pretty creepy. I have to admit that cover looks pretty tight. Oh, Nightmare Cinema. Yeah, I heard that's really good. Let's see. Next up, I got is Lizzie Borden. I believe this was made for Lifetime. Right here. I believe this was made for Lifetime. I'm looking at the back of it, and there's no rating for it. So this was a Lifetime movie, but as you can tell, they have the language and violence is fine. So this is this retelling of the story of Lizzie Borden. I want to say it's okay. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Christina Ricci. She's still my Wednesday. All right. Here we go. We got another action-packed movie. We got Scott Adkins in Abduction. This stars Andy On, who's a big star over there, big star. And then I don't know who this is, but I knew who Andy On is, so this is gonna be a fun movie right here. I enjoy Scott Adkins quite a bit. Um, I don't know if he's playing the good guy or the bad guy in this movie. He pretty much goes in between. He does good guys um yeah. No. Abduction, you're thinking about the Tyler you're thinking about the Tyler one. The guy who from Twilight. Yeah, there's a movie that he did called Abduction too. No, this is different. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, Professor. Actually, I think I have that one too. Okay, here is a another movie here. Make sure. This is a movie called Helen, starring Ashley Judd, Gorn Vishnik, and Lauren Lee Smith. I know nothing about this movie. I know that I like every actor involved in it, though, which is why I bought it. I bought that movie because of the cast. And then we got a independent western from Cinedigm. I don't know if it's any good or not. I actually got it because I have not seen this guy in forever and a day. But Parker Stevenson from the Hardy Boys, and this movie is called The Confederate. It's a western movie. I have not seen this, obviously, but I'm hoping that it's good. Let's see if there's anybody else in here I know. Parker Stevenson, Heather Clark, Dave Long, and Trip Courtney. Directed by, produced and directed by Christopher Forbes. I would have to look around to see if I know this guy's work at all. But so that's that. I like Ashley Judd too. It's she just disappeared. Of course, she had that severe accident where she almost lost her whole leg, and then she got home and was doing her rehab, and then her mama, Naomi Judd, killed herself, shot herself to death. That was a real shame. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think her mother. I think the mother was depressed. All right, last one. And we'll make it. I'll make it pretty quick here. I've seen this before. I don't know why it's in here. I think I had the box. I haven't watched it in forever and a day, but I have watched this. This is one movie I could actually sit there and say, yeah, I know about this one. But I haven't seen it in a minute. So, Indiana Jones and Last Crusade. This is my favorite Indiana Jones movie right here. I'm sure it's with everybody's. This is the best Indiana Jones movie. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Got this one here. Welcome Home. I got this because of Aaron Paul. I really like Aaron Paul. I think he's a great actor, and so I got it because of him. I don't know who the other girl is. Emily Ratajkowski. I don't know her at all, but I know Aaron Paul. Even though I have not watched a single episode of Breaking Bad, I watched other films that he's done, and he's a really good actor. Yeah. Next up is I don't know what this is. This could be really really bad or it could be really really good. I don't know. Um, it's John Travolta and it's called Trading Paint, about race car drivers. I don't know if this is any good or not. This could be. It all depends how good John. It all depends. I mean, John Travolta is a good actor. I mean, he does try to elevate the material, but sometimes it's not really good. I know that some of these movies are not very good. The scripts are really bad. So, uh, oh, the professor says, "Oh no, no good." Thinking that you watched it. uh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for that. That will make the Dollar Tree vote for sure. Next up, we have All Right Now with Kobe Smulders. She's playing a musician. That's all I know about it. Of course, you know Kobe Smulders from How I Met Your Mother and How I Met My Mother. And I will say this: it's better than Gotti, but worse than the Fanatic. I heard the Fanatic is actually halfway decent, but Gotti I heard is just god awful. Um, I got a PBS special I got at the library. It's Robin Williams Remembered. So this would be, I'm sure this would be a really good watch right here. Uh, oh shit! What's that I'm doing in here? I watched this. Oh, I watched. Okay, so I got. Hi, Bill. How are you? We were just going over the last of my third bins. Um, yeah. Um, so some of the movies I have saved up in my collection that I have not watched yet. I don't know how this got in here because I did watch this movie right here, A Breath Away. I watched this. This is a fantastic film. I really, really like this movie right here a lot. This is a really good movie right here. Very moving. This is really good. So I gotta put that in the watch pile. Okay. Um, yeah, I think everybody gets really impacted by that. I was watching Insomnia last week. I haven't seen it in a while, and I put it on, and it was funny because um, I'm watching. I've seen that movie like 15 times, and I think I might have told the story. Stop me if I have, but um, so I've seen that movie about 15 times, and so I'm watching it again, and there's a scene in the movie where Al Pacino, the girl who got killed in the first part of the movie, um, she's in the autopsy, and they go over there to look at the body, see if they can get some evidence of it. And there's a scene where Al Pacino is his cop is standing there, and as as they're talking about the victim and the evidence and whatnot, he walks over very slightly, and he goes like this. He runs his hand through the hair, just like this. He just touches the girl's face, and I saw that, and I was going like, I don't remember ever seeing that before. So I I I actually I wrote the actress who played the role, and I asked her. I said, "Did you know that was coming? Did you know that Al Pacino was going to do that?" And she says, "No, no." It was such a sweet moment. Okay, next up is another movie by Dark Sky, and this is called Level 16. Level 16, Dark Sky. Dark Sky makes out some great movies. They did a movie called The White Room that was as fantastic as well. I saw Father's Day, the one he did with Billy Crystal, and it was a scene where he's trying to unlive himself. Oh, hmm. Yeah, that's a real shame. It's a real shame. But the only thing I will say about this is, well, I wish he would have did it a little bit more privately, but at least he controlled his fate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think where he did it at was very. I don't think that was very nice. But he did control his fate. I mean, he was going to be. He was on his way to what Bruce Willis was. He was going to lose his faculties. He was going to be losing himself. So I understand why he did it. I understand it. I just wish he would have did it just a little bit more, so his family didn't have to see it. You know, if he would have overdosed or something like that, that's one thing. But I didn't like I didn't like where he committed suicide at. Let's see. Next up is action adventure called Kung Fu League. That's subtitled. Okay. Let's see. I got another. I got another. Uh, I forgot what these are called. I guess flipper boxes. I got City of Angels with Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan. It's a really beautiful movie. Sad, but hopeful at the same time. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so I got there's three movies in this trilogy. There's three movies in this trilogy. I think I have two. I'm missing one, but this is what I got. I got this one here. This is also from Dark Sky, and it is Darlin with uh with Pollyanna McIntosh. Okay. This movie was done by Robert B. Parker, the gentleman who wrote Spencer. They made one of his westerns into a movie, Appaloosa. This is by Robert B. Parker. And I've seen clips of this, and this movie looks fantastic. All right. Almost done, kids. Almost done. Let's see. Next up is a movie called Faults with Leland Orser and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I have no idea what this movie's about. I just got it for the cast. Let's see. Next up is Necrotraumatic. Necrotraumatic. I have no idea what this movie is. I know it has. I think it has. I think it has Monica Bellucci in this one. I think. Could be wrong. Yes. Yeah, Monica Bellucci's in this. That's why I got this. All right. True story about Squadron 303. This is a true story about during the Battle of Britain. The squadron has actually existed. It's a Polish squadron, Polish pilots that were fighting the Nazis. Fantastic story. A lot of great heroes in this. This is a Shout Factory film. Came out on Shout Factory. Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Okay. Okay, documentary. I don't want to do that one. Okay, the last movie, the last bin of the last night. I'll get out of here real quick, and that is actually, I have two. I think there's like a series of movies. They made a series of these, all underneath the same name, but not with the same cast members. That's Asian movies they're like that. They don't do strictly, and they'll do movies. It'd be part one, part two, part three, but they'll have nothing to do with each other. They just different. And this was Mulgen, and this is also Will Go USA. And I've watched one of these movies. It's a lot of fun, a lot of action. All right, that is it, and that is it for me. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Next week, as far as I know, maybe we'll do this again. You guys seem to like this, so next week maybe I'll do that. And then on the 15th, I'll be joined by John Grande from Grande's Graveyard. I'll be joined by Gory B Movie and Danny Nightmare, and we will be covering The Strangers on the 15th. Yeah, we're going to be covering The Strangers, and then at 10 o'clock that night, we'll all be going over to Gory's channel, and we'll be watching The Strangers Pray at Night. And then on the 22nd, I will be rejoined by the Bat. The Bat will be back on the 22nd, and him and I will be covering Martyrs on the 22nd. The 29th, we will be covering the ISC show. I Trapped the Devil. Yes, indeed, Casey. Yay, the Bat. I will have the Bat 2 days in a row. On the 15th, we'll be covering Martyrs. And then on the 16th, we will be covering a special 8 Questions With on Monday. We'll be talking with Deborah Sullivan on Monday at 8 o'clock on 8 Questions With. That will be a lot. That will be a lot of fun. Yes, I have 6 bins left. 6 red bins left. So next week we will do another bin run. If you guys are into that, and I will let you guys know a lot sooner than today what time we're going on. Sorry about that. Just some miscommunication and whatnot. But thank you so much for coming out and watching us. By all means, I will see some of you on Tuesday when we're interviewing Alejandro Norris. That'll be the first interview of the year for 8 Questions with at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And on the Wednesday, we'll be talking to actor Galen Howard at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And on Thursday, we will be talking to librarian screenwriter Richard Pierce. He'll be here on Thursday. Yep. So thanks so much and Happy New Year. And we will talk at you soon. Peace.